You can see there's no snap. Now, what I'm going to do now is an interesting deal. I was getting ready to take the master cylinder assembly off, and I realized that this short section that goes from here to the fitting there is banjo tight. These are not stock bikes, not stock bars. They've raised it up. This hose here is just tight as a drum. If I take this off, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to put the spike up in the air, and I'm going to disassemble the handle and pull out the internals, see what they look like, put in the new parts, and close it back up with the master cylinder still on the bike. I've never done that before. I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. Okay, if I run into anything at all, well, then that's a good indication that I have to go ahead and break these fittings here, break them loose, and maybe at the same time try to find the longer cable. Or a lot of times I have put a one-piece cable that goes from here all the way down, all the way down to the caliper. It's kind of cool. You have them custom made, but they work really nice, and it simplifies the three-piece setup that we've got now with these 75 Nortons. So we'll see what happens after I try to rebuild this front master cylinder with the master cylinder still on the bike. All right, so just for grins, I filled this with fluid up here. It was right up to the top. And with the line disconnected, I came down here to see it dripping out. So that tells me that the line itself is good, which is an improvement over the rear one, because I found on the rear brake, this line is completely and totally occluded. I mean, like I couldn't even ram a wire through it. Then when I took it off, I found out it's the wrong one. The proper one for that back wheel has this type of female connector on both ends. This has a different one. This one's made for a flat surface rather than fitting up against the belled shape of a pipe. So this is this wrong hose and bad to boot. So anyway, we've got a clear shot from the master cylinder all the way down to the caliper. This is good news. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hook this up down here, and then up there I'm going to try to take the master cylinder apart with the bike on the lift. All right, so that's where we are. Okay, so I've got the handle off, and I'm getting ready to pull this bellows out of here, and getting a lot of drip. There should not be hydraulic fluid, brake fluid on this side. There's a spring in here, spring clip, shall we say, that has to come out. It holds the bellows in. It's right there. Let's see if I can get it now. All right, that little clip right there. See that clip? And there it goes, onto the ground. All right, well, here's all the old parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This part's going back in because it's reusable. This is a new gasket. The wavy washer. This goes here on this. This is your new bellows, and this gets reused also. So, and then this guy gets this put onto it, and it gets reused. So that's the way it is. Okay, now I was right. You can do this with the master cylinder still on the bike. Let's see. You can take a look in there. Let's see if I can focus down on it. And you can see that it's pretty doggone clean all the way down, all the way around. I'm perfectly good with that. So I'm going to put it back together. Okay, so the next fun step is to get this pressure washer into this groove. Now yesterday, when I did the, or day before, whenever, I did the rear master cylinder, this is slightly different than the other one. So I'm going to come in from this way, over here, over here, over here, all the way down to here. And I'm going to put it into the vise and try to do it the exact same way I did the other day. Let's see how that works. All right, putting the pressure washer on the center shaft. Now it gets in here and gets stuck. Can we just force it down? Well, at about 75% of the way around. Let's see if I can do it this way. And there it is. Okay, now it's over it. Whew. Now I got to get it down into here. Nobody ever said it would be easy. And it's in. Whoa. Okay, now. It pushes that direction. This is the sealing edge. This is why it was so tough to get in here. Okay, so it goes this way when it's pushed. So that's the sealing edge. All right, let's go back over to the other side. So now all we have to do is put this inside facing this way, mating with it. This goes behind here, this goes behind that, and then this guy goes in behind it. Okay, I got the bellows on the end of the plunger. This guy has to go in, but he has to go in after these two guys. So this guy pushes this guy, wavy washer is in there, and that goes against. Okay, turn it around facing this way, like this, like that, and then this guy pushes against that guy. See that? Okay, a couple of things just dawned on me that I had to take this off to fix this throttle anyway, so why not just take it off right now and drop this wavy washer down inside like there, like there. Get in there, you miserable little poop. Okay, the wavy washer is down inside. Okay, now we're going to take this whole deal and see if we can get it in there as one piece. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a little lubrication on here. Let's see if we can't get this to pop in. And there it just popped in. Okay, now that's all the way in. Now we take this guy, which is the locking device for the bellows, stick that in there. Push it in. Now put the handle in, which is the locking device actually for that plunger. Like so. Now it can't come out now. Once I put this pin in place, I don't care if I'm upside down right now or not. Now, it may be upside down, but I don't care at this point. All right, so now we have the plunger in, we have everything in. When we do this, everything works. Okay, good. We're done. Enough, because now I'm going to work on, I have no idea how much of that you saw. I was fighting with it. I want to get this throttle fixed. Once I get the throttle fixed, I'll put this back up there where it goes, and we will continue the project. Okay, but first, I got to get this throttle to work. Okay? All right, stop. All right, there's supposed to be a bolt right there that holds this together, and it's not. All right, so this screw is a completely, totally bunged up Phillips, and this screw over here is an Allen. So let's see if I can get one of these out of here. So it might help get the other one out. Okay, it's not that one. Jeez, why Cristo, what on earth? Oh, that tells me I'll never get the Phillips out. All right, so that's, now there's 1 out of 3 screws holding this thing in. That's the mangled Phillips. All right, this one's out. This one's missing. And this one is so screwed up I can't get a Phillips to go in it. So what we're going to do, let's see if it'll turn. Okay, good. Now I can get it. At least I can see it now. All right, now I'm going to stand by. I'm going to try something. Okay. Now look over there. Top left is where the Allen bolt I just took out came from. Top right is where there is a mangled Phillips screw that's got to come out. And it is so mangled I'm not sure I can get it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Phillips screwdriver and I'm going to dip it into this, which is Let's see if you, I don't have, all right, this is coarse valve grinding compound. I'm going to dip the tip in and try to get that out. And see how it goes. So I'm going to, let's see, where are we? Can you see me? Can you see me now? Dipping the screwdriver tip into the coarse valve grinding compound. Let's see if it'll give me good enough grip to get this screw out. Grip I've got, turn I can't. There's another one missing down here. Okay, I'm going to try again. I literally don't have the strength to turn this thing. Yeah! Yeah, I got it. Okay, so the old coarse valve grinding compound on the tip. Let me get enough of a grip on that Phillips to get it out of there. So now I got 1, 2, holding it in where there should be a third and a fourth. So got a little shopping to do. All right, well, a lot of the throttle stickiness was just the dirt in here and on here. So now it's just nice and smooth. Okay, so that's change number 1. Another thing over here on the bench. This cover that goes on the switchgear supposed to have a switch in here, and that switch was your pilot versus head. You could have it up here for headlight and down here for pilot, which is really stupidly redundant because all that's up on the dashboard in your ignition switch. So it just got people in trouble. Apparently it got somebody in trouble enough that they took the switch out. They left the little lever, but they took the switch out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off, I'm going to paint this, and then I'm going to put a cover over it that will make it look like it was built that way. So anyway, onward and upward. Okay, well, I've pretty much pegged my fun meter. I'll start putting this stuff back together tomorrow. These are all cleaned up, and I'll start putting them back tomorrow. This is the back side of the switch assembly. That's primed. I'll wait an hour or so and then paint it black, and I'll put that back tomorrow. And throttle here, good spin. And over here I've got good snap. I've lubricated the throttle, so I've got good snap. And I'll put all this stuff back tomorrow and see if that doesn't give us a front brake and a better throttle response. That's it for the day.